walking. You should proceed with caution. You could get cut up for free, that's a walk-in. Don't need your offering. Come in my office, speaking to me as a fee. I'm an impress. He might be hiding in ya, but I'm heat to a different degree. Don't believe, come and see. Fuga. When it open, it go right through you. Give me an inch and I'll show you a roller. When you see me, freeze, Medusa, you can get skilled. I'll be the best, I mean nobody better. You best in your era, I'm best in wherever, whenever, forever. I sit at the top. Even when you giving all that you got, all that I'm giving to you is a box. That mean that you better chill. Popping out when I'm breaking the seal. No Shibuya, you can't level the field. Gassed up, like he empty till he gotta face the greatest in history. Know that Betty may have faith in ability. Only way that's gonna play is my victory, and that's a split decision. Cut him deep, that's a big incision. Hit my target with elite precision. You call him great at his peak position. If this competition was shame. Everything I'm supposed to be. So you take it all to me.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live. We are here in Tokyo, Japan. My friends, it is the 8th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. Night 1. That's for the very first time ever here in CMV. Two-night event for our Tag Team Cup. Night 2, of course, will host the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, but tonight it's about the fellas. 8 teams competing right here tonight for not only the opportunity to go down the history books, win that big, beautiful gold trophy, but in the main event, challenge the Dream Team for the World Tag Team titles. And we are jumping straight to the action. Our first matchup, the venerated Pink Star and Tobias Jones with JT Moss, of course. You knew he wasn't going to miss out on this trip to Japan, the submission senpai, but he's going to be in the corner for Pink Star and Jones here as they take on Pure Excellence, who, guys, will certainly have the advantage here tonight, as Pure Excellence with 2 teams in this Tag Team Cup. It's going to be Damian Joyce and Eric Myers here in this one. Later on, Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell, who will take on Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz. But the Zero-G champion, Jackson Drake, here in support of Joyce and Myers. Of course, this war between these 2 teams that's, well, really been elevated here in the new season. Began at the end of last season. Week after week, these 2 teams going back and forth, beating the hell out of each other. Pure Excellence, though, more often than not, getting the upper hand against the venerated. Will that be the case again right here tonight in Tokyo, Japan? So again, this is going to be Pink Star and Tobias Jones against Damian Joyce and Eric Myers as we kick off our excursion here in Tokyo, Japan. Of course, we're not just here for the Tag Team Cup. Upcoming episodes of Shockwave and Octane, number 120, will also be emanating live here from beautiful Tokyo, Japan. It's going to be a hell of a couple of weeks of action, my friends. We are getting right into it. Let's get it done. Tobias Jones going to make an early tag out to Pink Star, who certainly looks like he came ready for a war. Again, JT Moss and Jackson Drake at ringside. Get a little bit of a Hurricane Rana against the much bigger Damian Joyce. Pink Star, the 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Pure Excellence, they want all the gold, baby. Unfortunately, Eric Myers, we saw, came up short this past episode of Shockwave, becoming the interim Intercontinental Champion. Came down to he and Leon Valente in that fatal 4-way elimination matchup, and Valente, in the end, victorious, the new interim Intercontinental Champion. Eric Myers tagged in, and immediately with a schoolboy here to try and get a nice early victory. You know, the strategy's got to be from all these teams here tonight, win as quickly as they can. This tournament, guys, takes place entirely here tonight. So if you get beat to hell, oh, nice counter there into the backslide. If you get beat to hell, you're not going to be in very good shape heading into the next round. Great back and forth between Pink Star and Eric Myers as Out on the apron. Oh, what's the submission senpai doing out there? I think he may have just grabbed himself a sledgehammer, it looked like. Chop to the chest of the Problem. Grabbed, though. Going to try to drag Pink Star here into the corner. Going a full steam ahead here by Eric Myers, but Pink Star was ready for him. Counters the counter, however, does Myers now off the ropes with a sliding German suplex. Damn, Pink Star smacking the back of his head off the canvas right there. I'm sure that did not tickle. Now an Irish whip into the corner. There's a tag out maybe to Damian Joyce, but well done by Pink Star there, who now Liger Bomb, vintage Pink Star. Not into the pin, though. Ooh, looks like he may have hurt his lower back. That's not a good sign. Tries to follow up with a springboard Phoenix Splash. Myers easily out of the way, and there's the tag to the big ticket. Damian Joyce. A hook to the jaw, tries to come up from behind. Ooh, super kick there, drops the big boy. After the knees, not a half-bad strategy going up against a much larger opponent. Take out the knees, eliminate the base of Damian Joyce so that he can't throw around that weight of his. I think JT Moss, man, just took off that top turnbuckle cover, exposing the steel ring beneath it. And certainly getting busy as Moss this matchup. Oh, looks like Poe. Poe is back, ladies and gentlemen. We've missed Poe. He has seen the exposed turnbuckle there. He's going to fix it. Well done. Before it can potentially be utilized by the veteran here. Down the corner. Oh, big punch there. Oh, guys, well, I expected as much here. Jackson Drake has had enough of JT Moss interfering in this matchup. We're going to get a fight here at ringside, but no, Poe's not having it. Moss is out of here. JT Moss has been ejected. Oh, but not just him. Poe is throwing out the Zero-G champion as well. Poe is having none of this nonsense. JT Moss and Jackson Drake have been sent to the back. We're going to get a clean matchup here in this Tag Team Cup tournament match. In the pin, big super kick from Joyce, but a 2 count only. Looks like Poe got interrupted trying to fix that exposed top turnbuckle. Damian Joyce, disgusting looking powerbomb right there. As now he makes the tag to Eric Myers, but the tag also made to Tobias Jones. Nice, gets caught there. Oh, nice turn to a Falcon Arrow. Looking obviously to be a very good night for the Jones family, guys. As you know that Amelia Jones, part of the Killjoy Club, going to be in the women's inaugural Tag Team Cup. Perhaps all of the Jones siblings going to have Tag Team Championship gold by the next few days. Oh, Poison Rana way off the top. Frankensteiner. And the tag to Damian Joyce as these Tokyo, Japan fans are up on their feet. What a way to kick off the 8th annual Tag Team Cup. Big hook to the jaw, going to spin around though. Forearm smash to the middle of the back. Ooh, elbow to the side of the head. Where do I get a chain as nice as the one Damian Joyce is wearing? Oh, this does not end well. Wow, great reversal by Joyce. Rolls him up, middle of the ring. Counter though. Now it's Joyce. Nope. Sends it right back. Like a game of Pong here between these two. In the middle of the ring. Counter for counter there. Finally a kick out. Oh, and what a discus clothesline by Damian Joyce. Put an end to that interaction there real quick. Oh boy, now up to the top rope. Gonna fly, but lands flat on the floor. Splat. Oh, and come on now. Tobias Jones takes it up a notch with the dreaded foot DDT on the floor, no less. Tobias not going to risk a potential count out here. Not with so much on the line. He's going to take a shot at Eric Myers on the apron. This gives Joyce the chance to get back to his feet in the ring. Eric Myers gets taken out, but Joyce from behind. Back suplex turn to a powerbomb. Very nicely done there by the big ticket. As now Joyce goes to work on the left knee here of the former Intercontinental Champion. Stop to the ankle. Hope it gets shoved back. Tobias on his feet. Blue Thunderbomb. Man, that was quite What an attempt by Tobias to lift up. Got to be over 300 pounds for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Unfortunately, Joyce counters. Counters the counter, though. Does Tobias. The former farmer boy, long way from home, that's for sure, here in Tokyo, Japan. He ain't in Kansas anymore. Tag there to Eric Myers now. Each of these two teams will be the first to make it into the semifinals. Double underhook. Butterfly suplex there into the pin by Myers. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Not even a 2 count, I think, actually. It was like 1.999 there. Looks like Myers might allow this tag to be made. Myers, oh no, from the corner, going to cut him off. Knee to the side of the head, but Tobias saw it coming. Great high kick by Jones. Irish whip gets counted though into the corner. Oh, showing off the 18-inch pythons before running down. Jones here in the corner, kick across the chest. Tobias can't keep his footing. Oh, but he can't try to make that tag. No, again Myers stops him, this time with a springboard splash. Eric Myers, how he stalks Jones. It rolls him into another Falcon Arrow by the Problem. JT Moss and Jackson Drake ejected from ringside after almost getting into a fight. Forearm to the side of the head. Pink Star's getting a bit worried here. Gonna break up that pin before even a 1 count for the Venerated. Oh, look at Tobias. Back to his feet. He's still in the fight. Eric Myers can't believe it. The toughness of this kid, Tobias Jones, up against the ropes now. Gonna try to choke him out. Be careful at the same time not to get himself disqualified. Countouts, disqualifications, all that in effect. And now Blue Thunder Bomb this time connects to Eric Myers. 1, 2, but a kick out. And start right there. Tag in. Nice and fresh at this point, and he's going to go right for the kill. No beating around the bush here by Pink Star with a beautiful Operation Dragon. That standing sea fire, but it still is not going to be enough to keep down Eric Myers for the Uno, Dos, and Tres. Now from Brett Jobe, a Phoenix Splash just keeping the pressure on. Myers is hurting right now, guys. He needs to make a tag in a bad way. Oh, but Pink Star's not going to allow it. From the corner, punt kick, no, Myers just barely able to avoid it, but can't capitalize on the counter. Nice reversal there, though, of the half Nelson. Spun around, and tried for the half Nelson. Again, Myers shuts it down with an elbow upside the head. Gonna take him for a walk here into the corner. Up on the top now, what is Myers cooking here? Big hook to the jaw. Gonna join him up there. I do not like this, guys. Myers, avalanche Spanish fly. Holy shit. And again, these Tokyo, Japan fans out of their seats, on their feet. What a match. Couldn't ask for a better way to kick off the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. Damian Joyce now tagged in, but Pink Star with a hook to the jaw, spins him around. Grabbing a hold of the arms, drops him on his neck. Pink Star, the springboard frog splash, but Joyce able to maneuver himself out of harm's way. Now Irish whip into the corner, looking for the tag to Eric Myers, but a well-placed elbow by Pink Star. He's trying to get to the corner and tag in Tobias Jones. Damian Joyce instead treating him like some garbage, throwing him out of the corner there. Hook of the leg for pure excellence to advance to the semifinals with a kick out by Pink Star. Oh no, 300 plus pounds, mowing down Pink Star. Spear attempt, leapfrog by Pink Star. Look how fast Pink Star is, man. Blinking to miss him. Drop kick to the back of the head, floors Joyce. Now it's Pink Star again, going to try for that springboard frog splash, and again Damian Joyce able to get out of the way. He's got that well scouted. Step up, senton across the lower back, into the pin again. 1, 2, but a kick out. Tag and Myers, great teamwork by both teams, but especially by pure excellence so far. Now look at Myers going to come in and just light up Pink Star like a Christmas tree. That man is shining right now. Myers pulls him to his feet. He's not done. Viscous form smash though gets blocked. Hellacious clothesline by Pink Star. You wouldn't take a look at Pink Star and expect him to pack such a punch. Look at that. Loaded forearm smash right into the double knees. Joyce tagging right back in. I love it. Frequent tags, the name of the game. Stop to the chest before showing off that incredible power. Deadlift, military press, like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. It is all pure excellence right now. Tobias Jones looking worried over there on the apron. Understandably so. Big splash! Like a tsunami here in Tokyo, Japan. And Tobias got worried there, but Pink Star able to just barely survive. 2.999. And he ain't out of the woods yet. Into the corner, looking for maybe a tag. In comes Eric Myers. Looks like they're going to try to hone in on that left arm of Pink Star. Double axe handle from the second rope. Throws him down for that sliding forearm. Right to the temple. Pure excellence to advance. 1, 2, kick out. 2.999. Again, as close gets, but not enough to get the job done. Pink Star, however, he's slipping into that deep end, maybe. From behind, Pink Star, though, must have eyes in the back of his head. Great reversal. Oh, my God! What a... like a modified Brainbuster Emerald Flosion. Maybe the most brutal I've ever seen. And you have to imagine, if not for Joyce breaking up that pin right there, this one would be over. But Joyce does make the save. Now Pink Star with a tag to Tobias Jones as Eric Myers looking rough in the corner. He's bleeding. He's been busted open. Wrong side. Looks like his left eye. Looks like it could be deep as well. And even if Pure Excellence managed to win here now, could be heading into the semifinals with a very clear injury. Oh, might not have to worry about that, though. Cliffhanger DDT. Jones family staple is that maneuver right there. Into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Myers. Tobias Jones right to the top. You know what comes next. Gonna look for that corn star, shooting star press. Beautiful. Into the pin. It's done. It's dusted. Kicked out by Myers. Wow. Right to Pink Star to tag him in as Myers stares up with the bright lights here in Tokyo, Japan. He might not have any idea where he is. He thinks he's still in the United States. Oh boy, and might get kicked back to the United States. Out of the corner, right upside the head. Pink Star with that punt kick. Now from the apron, but Joyce with the save. Knocks Pink Star off the apron. Pink Star back up. Gonna go for Joyce. This gives Myers all the time he needs to recover. Joyce getting his face smashed off the steel ring post. Myers waiting for Pink Star. Gets impatient though. And thrown right into the side of the steel steps. Now be careful. Weary of the count here. Watch out for those steel scaffolds as well. Pink Star just got thrown face first into it. German suplex on the floor. And now the full mount, guys. Wrap us up to a count of 7 here. We're getting into very dangerous territory. It would be a shame for our first matchup to end by count out. What's the referee at right now? Oh, luckily that will not happen. Pink Star back in. Eric Myers looks for a forearm smash. Into the corner he's placed though. And Pink Star gonna get him up top. Nothing good comes out of this. Myers gonna try to fight back. Trying to stay alive. Way up top. Pink Star. Oh no. We've seen this before. We've seen this before from Pink Star. From the High Red District. Poison Rana. Pink Star gonna get to his feet. Can he go for the pin? Not gonna go for the pin. Tags in Jones. Will Jones go for the pin? No. This is a mistake if you ask me. What are they doing? Oh, Jones has a little something else in his back pocket to make sure the job is done, I suppose. Oh my God, what a reversal! Should have gone for the pin when they had the chance. Caught him midair into a powerbomb. Tag to Damian Joyce. Tobias going right after him, but Joyce red hot here. Over to the ropes. Drop chest first. And Damian Joyce looks to bring it all to an end. Samoan driver. Plants Jones. 1, 2. Kick out. Damian Joyce looking around. Goes right to tagging Eric Myers saying, fuck this. Can Myers somehow find a way? How Jones kicked out of that, I do not know. Jones keeping his head above the water, but barely here. Elbows to the midsection now, up from behind. Nice counter of the basement dropkick attempt. Nice kicks to the gut repeatedly here by Myers, just treating Tobias with no respect. Gets to his feet. Irish whip now. Off the ropes he goes. Oh. Hook to the jaw, there we go. And taking a page out of Pink Star's playbook from earlier in the match. That standing sea fire. You have got to be kidding me. Tobias Jones taking out Myers, tags in Damian Joyce. You cannot say anything about the heart of Tobias Jones, man. But come on. Damian Joyce looking for a second rendition. Samoan driver, count to 100. 1, 2, 3. What? No. Damian up to the second rope, shaking his head. Big splash. Tobias gets out of the way. How is he even standing on his own 2 feet? Bangarang. Vintage. Desperately hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out. Was that the last ditch effort? The last gasp from Tobias Jones here. Brings him to his feet, hook to the jaw, gonna try to creep up from behind. Hurricane Rana. Maybe try to steal it with a pin, no. Up to the top though he goes. Maybe another corkscrew shooting star press. Yes! To the big boy! Hooks the leg! Wanda Myers breaks up the pin. Tobias Jones appears to be on his own here, guys. Pink Star already suffering some sort of injury, but he's down at ringside. Big swinging side slam takes Jones down. The rebound. This might have turned into a handicap match, my friends. As Joyce tries to slow things down. This match has been just about 1,000,000 miles a minute since it began. Up to the top rope. Oh my God. Just mows down Jones. Will that finally do it? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it will. Pure excellence. Gonna advance to the semifinals of the 8th annual Tag Team Cup. Man, what a match. I'm sorry, can you say banger though? And Tobias, I think this was a Tobias Jones showcase, the last 10 minutes of this match. This kid, with some serious resolve, he did not go down easy. I thought for sure it was over right here. And maybe it would have been if Pink Star had gone for the pin, but instead he tagged in Tobias Jones after hitting this Poison Rana from off the top. And I think this maybe is where Pink Star suffered an injury, because for the rest of the match after this, he was down at ringside. Let's look at this landing. That was a tough landing. Maybe he cracked a rib. Who knows? But he was out for the rest of the match after that. And I thought again it was over right here. After that Samoan driver. But no, Jones kicked out. Kicked out of this. The standing sea fire. Kicked out of another Samoan driver from Damian Joyce. Right here. A second one. Tobias really put the team on his back. but ultimately came up short. This was really the last gasp from Tobias Jones, that bangarang. But unfortunately, did not get the job done, and then Damien, off the top of a cannonball, just ran down Tobias Jones to finally put him away. Pure Excellence advance, my friends. Oh, they're not done. Tobias Jones sent packing. Pure Excellence heads to the semifinals. Who will they be meeting? Permanence or the Dramatic Dream Team? We're going to find out up next. Man, what a match that was, though. And right into our next first round matchup, my friends. Hopefully we do get an update on the condition of Pink Star, maybe a little bit later on, but for now the show must go on. And Permanence, repped here tonight in Tokyo, Japan by DRH and Jack Wolf. Shay Hoxton's boys here looking to bring home the World Tag Team titles as they take on the Dramatic Dream Team here in the first round. Of course, guys, it was the perhaps biggest shock in CMB history this past episode of Shockwave when Arisa Masami defeated Morgan to become undisputed world champion. I mean, Dramatic Dream, he had to be riding on an incredible high. Cloud 9, I don't think, covers it properly. And how much better it could get if Kai Thatcher and Ricky Gelati perhaps can leave Tokyo, Japan with the World Tag Team titles in their possession. Of course, Permanence also going to be repped in the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup Night 2. Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain. Right now it's DRH and Wolf taking on the Dramatic Dream Team. And there she is, the undisputed world champion, looking out for her boys here tonight. Look at that big, beautiful championship wrapped around her waist. And you can tell like she's bouncing on a cloud, and why wouldn't she be? But tonight it's about Kai Thatcher and Ricky Gelati, former Octane Tag Team champions, looking to bring even more championship gold to the Dramatic Dream Team here tonight. Masami at ringside. Let's hope she is just here to observe, because as we saw in our first match, Poe is not being lenient at all. Oh, Poe is not refereeing this matchup evidently. He needed a break after that opening humdinger and a half. Understandable early tag as DRH goes to the top rope. Frankensteiner into a power bomb. Well, goddamn, not how Dramatic Dream Team wanted to start this matchup, I would imagine. As Wolf now, big bruiser. Upon his debut here in CMB at the start of the new season, Shay Hoxton immediately took notice of this man. Not only for his in-ring abilities, but his immense wealth outside of the ring. Very much alike, as I said in the past, are Jack Wolf and Shay Hoxton. Thatcher going to send Wolf in the corner, maybe looking for a tag to Ricky Gelati as the undisputed world champion Arisa Masami observes from ringside. Thatcher with stomps in the gut. Repeated stomps here. Of course, still to come, guys. The Bromancers up next take on Brody Anderson and Max Cutter in our final first round matchup. It's going to be Pure Excellence, Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell taking on the team of Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz. You know, if things go according to plan, the finals could be Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence. I'm sure they would love that. No matter what, they bring home championship gold. Delaney now the legal man for the Dramatic Dream Team, the 3-time undisputed world champion. Has been world tag team champion multiple times before. Spinning back this damn drops Jack Wolf like a sack of stone. He's wanting to get out of here real quick, but Delaney keeping on him. Doesn't get very far from the camel clutch position here. Delaney with some repeated blows. Right across the forehead, the top of the head of Jack Wolf. Now into the pin, hoping nice and easy here, but no luck for the Juggernaut. Like I talked about in the first matchup there, strategy's got to be to try to win as quickly as you possibly can by any means necessary to keep yourself fresh. Going into the semifinals, ultimately the finals, and don't forget, the winning team of the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup here tonight, our main event will challenge Lake Virtue and Troy Colt for the World Tag Team titles. 1, 2. Ref just slapping Jack Wolf in the face. That might have been a good thing, though. Woke him up, able to kick out of that running power slam. It is all Ricky Delaney right now. Wolf in a seriously bad way. He needs to make a tag to DRH. Ooh, tries to wall to the ring, but Delaney gonna stop him dead in his tracks out of the corner again. That forearm, a vertical forearm, directly to the face. Delaney, man, just all over Jack Wolf here like peanut butter on jelly. Throwing that boy around like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, I'll tell you. And Delaney gonna tag in Kai Thatcher now. A little bit of friction between Ricky Delaney and Arisa Masami after she captured the Undisputed World Championship, but it looks like maybe they've mended fences, at least on the same page for here tonight. There's Thatcher sent into the corner. If I were Wolf, I'd go make that tag to DRH right now. That's exactly what he's going to do. See, I know. Jack Wolf's a smart man. Tag to DRH. The CMB veteran, future Hall of Famer. The man who competed in the very first ever CMB match over 10 years ago. Now a part of Shay Hoxton's permanence. As Shay Hoxton said, using the past to build a brighter future. Oh, gonna miss that springboard frog splash attempt, unfortunately, is DRH. You know, last year, at the 7th Annual Tag Team Cup, DRH was fighting for the interim Intercontinental Championship. As Kai Thatcher gets pulled to his feet, Irish whip into the corner. Tag made to Jack Wolf. More teamwork here by Permanence as they put Thatcher up on the top. Oh my goodness, what are they? Back suplex! Right on the back of his neck, Kai Thatcher landed there. And follows up as the richest motherfucker alive with some repeated headbutts to a down Thatcher. Up to the top now, big man. I'm gonna fly. With a body splash. Another tsunami here in Tokyo, Japan. Before making that tag to DRH, they have managed to turn things around expertly so, have Permanence here against the Dramatic Dream Team. Kai Thatcher's hurt. DRH now. Put him right back in the corner. Frequent tags, wearing him down. Great teamwork by Permanence. Oh, another rendition here of the Frankensteiner into the powerbomb. And Thatcher going to roar to the outside, but Jack Wolf's on him. Like white on rice. Arisa Masami going to keep her distance. Repeated strikes to the knee by Wolf, who howls. And that howl is typically a prelude to the stock market crash. Wolf's trying to end this thing. Thatcher going to roll back into the ring though after knocking Wolf's head off the apron. Delaney, oh, watch out. Delaney's trying to get involved here. Cramping Thatcher's style though. Careful not to get disqualified either. Thatcher from the camel clutch position. Right across the forehead of Wolf, repeated blows. Thatcher, we know, has his sights set on becoming pure champion. Now here tonight, it's about the World Tag Team titles. Guys, we're at a count of 6 as Kai Thatcher with a guard buster. Oh no. Guys, Wolf is down. Thatcher back into the ring. Ricky Gelani's tagged in. But Wolf is out, guys. He ain't getting back up. And the Dramatic Dream Team might be looking to win this one by count out. Wolf, of course, has until the count to 20, but he is out cold, guys. After eating that gourd buster on the floor. Oh, he's starting to get back up, though. Oh, my goodness. What is he doing? Distracted by Kai Thatcher. Wolf going to throw Thatcher back into the ring. There you go. Gets himself back into the ring. And luckily, this one's going to be saved. Oh, my God. DRH and Ricky Gelani fighting out. But it's Jack Wolf and Kai Thatcher that are the legal men here. Their respective teams. Elbow from Brett Trope there by Wolf. Oh, and there's the stock market crash. Oh, Gelani's legal. I forgot the tag was made. Even I'm getting confused here with all this chaos. Stock market crash, though, does not get the job done. Ricky Gelani is able to kick out. And how often do we see the Juggernaut get tossed around like that? The power of Wolf, not to be underestimated. Now, looks like finally going to restore some order here. Everyone back to their corners. As the tag now made to DRH, Gelani. In a bad way, rocket launcher going to send DRH flying through the air. Take down Gelani. Gelani, though, the veteran, able to get himself out onto the apron to avoid getting pinned potentially. DRH staying on top of big hook to the jaw and knocks him down to the floor. Now DRH can make a beeline for Kai Thatcher. Drop kick knocks him down too. The only one standing for the Dramatic Dream Team right now is the undisputed world champion, Arisa Masami, but she's not in this match. Tag to Jack Wolf. Maybe now it's Permanence looking for the count-out win. Wolf keeping on top of Ricky Gelani. Those gorilla-like blows to the back of Gelani's head now sent back into the ring. Nope, seatbelt releases Gelani, spins him out onto the floor. With a limit. Stop! Face first. Off those mats, and they ain't clean. Look, my goodness, guys, just unleashing mayhem on Ricky Gelani here at ringside. Wolf is dissecting the three-time undisputed world champion. Count of 9, they have until 20. Wolf does not seem concerned at all, though. He is just in the zone right now, and the referee can't see what's happening here. I can, though. Wolf gouging at the eyes of Gelani. Oh my God, this is bad. Wolf gonna send Gelani again into the ring at last. I was worried this one was gonna end by count out. Wolf losing his cool there, very obviously. This went beast mode. Gelani trying to get back into this matchup now with some colossal blows here. Gelani's bleeding. He's going to make that tag very wise to Kai Thatcher. Thatcher goes right after Wolf here down in the corner, but Wolf given too much time to recover, gets up that boot right to the gut, and a basement dropkick going to knock Thatcher back. Wolf with a quick pin, shoots the half, hooks the leg for Permanence to advance to the semifinals. But a kick out. Remember, the winning team here will face pure excellence in the semifinals. There's the spear by Jack Wolf. Calls that the budget cut. Just cut Kai Thatcher clean in half. Now DRH tagged in. And up to Brett Trope. Stalking Thatcher from afar. Nothing pretty coming Thatcher's way here. Hurricane Rana by the veteran, the living legend. Thatcher, oh, wait a minute. Elbow to the midsection. Thatcher's still in this. He might be drifting to the deep end, but he ain't drowning, not yet. Quick, desperate pin attempt, gets only a 1 count. Popped right back up as DRH. They'll try to send him into the corner, counter of the Irish whip, however. Oh, and Arisa Masami! Arisa Masami up on the apron, distracting DRH before he can potentially try to end Kai Thatcher here in the corner. The undisputed world champion, coming to the aid of her friend. Thatcher able to avoid that super kick. Cannot avoid that jawbreaker though. And I guess this referee a bit more lenient than Poe. Thatcher trying to bite off the nose of DRH here in the corner. Little mid-match snack. This is the last place DRH wants to be. Tag to Ricky Geleni, the Dramatic Dream Team with the clothesline spear combination into the pin. But Jack Wolf going after Kai Thatcher. Referee momentarily distracted, and that might have given DRH enough to kick out. But Wolf gonna pay. Dropped on the top of his head. Everybody's getting taken out left and right. DRH and Ricky Geleni, the legal men here. Ricky Geleni beating his chest like the gorilla that he is. Guys, referee's about to disqualify Jack Wolf here. She's about to throw this match out. There's too much chaos. I don't blame her. Guys, this match is over. I believe Permanence just got disqualified. The referee, wait a minute, what happened? Hang on, guys, I'm trying to understand what just happened. I mean, the referee called for the bell. This is a disqualification, but I'm not sure who just got disqualified. I'm going to have to confer with those backstage, with Shay Hoxton, try and figure out what just happened. This match has ended by disqualification, but again, who got disqualified might have been both teams. Well, my friends, as we get ready for our next matchup here in the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup, I have just conferred with Shay Hoxton, who was relayed the referee's decision there, and after some discussion, Shay Hoxton and the official for that matchup have decided that the Dramatic Dream Team was disqualified. Pure Excellence, guys, will now be taking on Permanence. In our first semifinal matchup, the referee and Shay Hoxton saying that Ricky Geleni's violent outburst there at the end of the matchup led to the referee throwing out that match. So yes, and I agree. I completely agree with that decision. Jack Wolf, it wasn't his fault. Ricky Geleni lost his mind there, started tearing apart everybody. Jack Wolf wasn't even a legal man. I mean, that will lead to a DQ. That's tag team wrestling, textbook, day one. You're not allowed to attack the illegal man on the opposite team. And so Permanence, guys, have advanced. Our first semifinal matchup is set. Pure Excellence, Permanence. As now we get into our second half of the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. Beautiful Bo Naras and E-Rex Sean, the Bromancers, ready to take on Brody Anderson and Max Cutter here. Our final first round matchup, of course, we'll see Kendrick Russell and Tiger Brown take on the team of Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz. Brody Anderson, fresh off of his loss this past episode of Octane to Alex Young. And I'm sure that letting a fire up under his ass. Walking into Tokyo, Japan. Ready to crack some heads alongside Max Cutter. As I've said a couple times in the past, I don't think Brody Anderson and Max Cutter friends by any stretch of the imagination, but two like-minded individuals. And we have seen them work very well together in the past. That Anarchy Rules tag team matchup towards the end of last season, they defeated Jay Young and a Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. Probably the two most hated men on the Octane roster, Anderson and Cutter. But if you think they give a damn, you are dead wrong. And they are here tonight looking for championship gold. The first championship it would be in the career of Brody Anderson. The first championship it would be as well for Max Cutter. No nonsense, Brody Anderson. This is one scary individual. I think they saw Brody Anderson walking down the street earlier today. They thought it was Godzilla. My goodness. And last but not least, the one that they call the violent one. Gonna have to try and restrain himself here tonight, though, because as we just saw in that last match, these referees aren't playing here tonight. Ricky Delaney getting the Dramatic Dream Team disqualified for attacking the illegal competitor on the opposite team, Jack Wolf, and because of that, Permanents have advanced to the semifinals. So Cutter, although I'm sure in a more foul mood than typical, I don't think I've ever seen Max Cutter smile, or maybe the only time I've ever seen a grin on his face is when he's hurting someone, trying to permanently end somebody's career. A definite clash of styles here in this one, though, not even just literally style-wise, fashion, but in that ring as well. So here we go, the Bromancers taking on Brody Anderson and Max Cutter. As we see that erection will start things off against Brody Anderson. Referee rings that bell, and here we go. Drop kick right to the back of the head. A nice hot start from Rex. Leg drop between the legs there, Anderson. So no time getting low down and dirty with it. The Bromancers guys are undefeated so far here in CMB. And that, though, is Anderson with a slingshot spear. Well, that's one way to take control. Split a man in half. And typically, erection likes being split in half, but in a different context, as the tag is now made to Max Cutter. Don't ask me how I know that. Cutter going to tag Brody Anderson right back in, but instead, up to the top rope he goes. Wait patiently for Rex to get to his feet. That DDT, but lands right on his tailbone as Sean is able to sidestep him now into the pin. A one count only. The Bromancers hoping to be an easy pass into the semifinals, but no luck. What is this, though? Maybe looking for a power bomb, but Max Cutter, a few well-placed punches to the top of the head, able to escape and save himself there. And you know that the World Tag Team Champions, guys, the Dream Team, Blake Virtue and Troy Colt, watching all of these matches very closely. Who in the main event will challenge them for the gold? Of course, Troy Colt was in the position of the challengers last year. He and John Lipnick, the winners of the 7th Annual Tag Team Cup. Oh, Naras, the legal man. The tag was made to Brody Anderson. Or was it? It was. Brody Anderson is the legal man. Bo got a little bit confused himself for a second there. As this fight spills to ringside, we've managed to avoid any countouts so far. We'll see if that continues to be the case. As Bo gets dropped on his neck, Anderson right back into the ring. Oh, we're going to reset the count. He's only had 3 anyhow. Better safe than sorry, though, I suppose. As we get some stabbing elbows to the top of the head repeatedly. Chopping Bo down. And once again, got to be careful with these steel scaffolds. That is just pure 100% steel. No give whatsoever. You're already seeing a couple of times. It's getting thrown into him. Talk about making use of your environment. Just Bo Naras dropping all of his weight onto the back of Brody's neck right there. Up to a count of 9, have until 20 to get back into the ring, but Anderson going to try to get Bo back in right now, right behind him. Punch to the gut, kick to the midsection though by beautiful Bo. With an Irish whip. Not where he wants to be here. Tag made to Erection. And the Bromancers go to work. Oh, going to spread those legs. Off the top with a headbutt to where the sun don't shine. That diving BJ, if you will. And I don't mean bloody justice. Elbow across the lower back. Now look how shredded E-Rex is. Back Bo right back in. Great teamwork by the undefeated Bromancers. Gonna treat Bo like a weapon here. Nice splash out of the fireman's carry into the pin for the Bromancers to advance, and they almost do. Almost won't be good enough. There's the tag to Max Cutter. Beautiful Bo doesn't even let him get fully into the ring before. On top of that boy. Like peanut butter on jelly. Very slowly now. Gonna bring him to his feet. Slowly but surely. Cutter able to roll out of the way. Avoids that big boot. Right between his eyes. Off the ropes now. Snap German suplex into the bridge to pin. Erection in to make the save. Doesn't have to anyhow. Beautiful Bo kicks out. Both men now down. Beautiful Bo and Max Cutter legal here. Beautiful Bo, gonna go for the tag. Or is he gonna go for the pin? I can't tell if he's going for the tag or the pin. There's the tag. In comes Rex. Cutter straight after him though. Catches an Irish whip. Oh, tries to go low, bit premature. Not the only thing premature about Erection. In the corner now, beautiful Bo down at ringside. Brody Anderson and Max Cutter gonna take control. Running down E-Rex. Double shoulder tackle. And no respect to be found here by Brody Anderson. Shoves him back as Rex. With a kick to the gut. Maybe a power bomb. Yes, indeed. Delayed sit-out power bomb. Try to go for the pin. Arm over the chest. Just barely. 1, 2. But a kick out by Brody Anderson. Oh, well, guys, beautiful Bo and Max Cutter are fighting here at ringside. Slammed down onto the floor. Meanwhile, in the ring, Erection from Brett's rope with a missile dropkick straight out the textbook. Oh, knee to the side of the head like a shotgun blast. Back up to Brett's rope with a knee drop across the chest. And Erection now. Oh, going to break his back. Going to fuck his ass. Going to make him humble is Erection. Camel clutch locked in. But gets out of it is Brody Anderson. Yanking at the ankles to escape. Well done by Brody there. Guys, beautiful Bo and Max Cutter still fighting over here at ringside. Oh, leg drop. Thought it might be that shooting star press we've seen from Brody Anderson before. But a leg drop just as deadly. Beautiful Bo back in the ring just in time. Like the same, took out the ref too. Hopefully we don't get another disqualification. Irish whip now into the corner. Trying for attack Max Cutter. Rex gets out of the way. Irish whip though, countered. Oh, Brody gonna opt to instead make the tag to Max Cutter. Ref is still down, got caught with an elbow. Nice beautiful Bo breaking up that pin a few moments ago. Max Cutter biting at the nose. No, he will bite it right off. I believe he will. Max Cutter will do anything he has to do to win a match. And it ain't even really about just winning. He just wants to hurt people. Great combo. Oh, and a cheap shot there from Brody Anderson. Great teamwork by Anderson and Cutter. The tag now to Anderson. Big punch to the gut. Suck the air right up out of you. E-Rex Sean is the one who usually does the sucking, but man, just got planted. Referee's a bit dazed though. And a slow count going to allow E-Rex Sean to kick out there. Not the ref's fault. Bit groggy. Did the best she could. Trying to keep the pressure on. One smash gets deflected. Anderson going to put Sean in the corner. Tags Cutter back in. He's the one now delivering that punch to the gut. And the Cutter! That'll do it. Tuck in the arm, hook the leg. 1, 2, kick out. Wow. Max Cutter's not happy about it. Beautiful Bo. Worried as he watches from the apron. And he has a reason to be worried. Maybe going for that dragon sleeper is Max Cutter. Counters though to E-Rex Sean. Sent into the corner, however. And again going out for the nose. Biting at it. E-Rex Sean bleeding. I'm not too sure exactly what it was that busted him open. Straight jacket neckbreaker there. Make the tag, Rex. Make the tag. Rex is in the zone though. He's focused. Eliminated in the Royal Rumble. There's the tag to beautiful Bo. Now Max Cutter's down on the outside. Looks like Bo's going to go try to take a swipe at Brody Anderson. That might have been a mistake. Forearm smash keeps him at bay. Bo does not give up though. The referee already up to a count of 4. Brody Anderson saying your time's coming. Oh boy. Beautiful Bo dropped. Face first on the apron. Now here comes Max Cutter, the legal man. Easy pickings here for the violent one is beautiful Bo. Oh, maybe it was playing possum though. Brody Anderson's still there, however. Decapitating clothesline, close range, man, puts him down hard. Referee's up to a count of 6. Cutter back to his feet. That's beautiful Bo, eyes glazed over. He is looking to be in rough shape indeed. Breaks that count. Does Max Cutter. Taken over from Brody Anderson. Fisherman's driver on the floor. God damn it, man. Unbelievable. A lot of damage. Beautiful Bo has taken that ringside. Now gets tossed back into the ring. Cutter, like a great white shark, smells that blood, circling his prey, goes up to the top, looking for that DDT of his, maybe. No, oh my God! Like a spear, man, right between the eyes, but makes the save. Does E-Rex Sean. Not even a 1 count. Cutter not happy about it. Stay focused though on the legal man. That's beautiful Bo. That's exactly what Max Cutter does. Too little, too late. That minor distraction allows Bo. Put Cutter up on the top. Cutter though deflects. Beautiful Bo, quick. Looking for the Olympic stretch. Countered though. To the top goes Cutter again. An elbow right across the throat. 1, 2. 2.999. What a matchup here. Our third first round matchup. 1 to go. As Max Cutter could very well have beautiful Bo dead to rights here. In the corner, tag to Brody Anderson. Off the ropes, he's sent again. Getting met with a Mack truck head on, I have to imagine that's akin to. Setting up now is Anderson for a knee to the chest. I mean, this is a beatdown personified. Fisherman's driver. Beautiful Bo needs to make a tag, but he is in no condition to do so. Deadlift dominator. Just treating Beautiful Bo like a rag doll here is Brody Anderson. Into the corner again, the isolation expert tag team work here by Anderson and Cutter. Once again, the double shoulder tackle. And Erect Sean can do nothing but watch as his partner is picked apart by this pack of hyenas here. From the corner, lining up that kick right to the temple. That's got to do it, surely. Surely that's got to do it. But Beautiful Bo Naras, much to the shock of Max Cutter, eyes wide, jaw dropped. Erect Sean might try something. Max Cutter says no worries. There's the Dragon Sleeper locked in. Beautiful Bo, will he tap? Can he hang in there? Does not tap, refuses to submit. Look at Cutter, man. With a fire in his eyes. Animalistic. Hooks the leg. Is the damage done? No, Beautiful Bo continues to fight. Not giving up that undefeated streak so easily. The Bromancers tag to Brody Anderson. Oh boy, Beautiful Bo back in. Anderson going right after him. They're going to plant him face first into the canvas. Beautiful Bo with a big knee. Make that tag. Make that tag. Here comes Erect Sean. Not exactly as fresh as a daisy, but doing a whole lot better than Beautiful Bo at this point. And Rex, oh, but goes after the cut, the open wound, and now rolls him up. 1, 2, kick out, but barely by Rex. Brought to his feet as Brody Anderson. Irish whip attempted, though countered. Into the corner he goes. Rex not backing down now. Turns him around to get a look at that rear end. Now ain't the time. Irish whip, nope. Oh! Break his back! Fuck his ass! Make him humble! It's locked in again! Camel clutch, but Max Cutter frantically trying to make the save. And Brody Anderson again able to get out of the camel clutch. Max Cutter gotta be careful. Another roll up. Erect Sean distracted by Max Cutter. Brody Anderson, no, counters. 1, 2. Wow, that was close. Tag to Beautiful Bo. Brody up against the ropes. Looking like he's on another planet right about now. Waking him up is Beautiful Bo. Drop kick to the chest. And Bo now. Beautiful Bo. Got to be that slingshot spear of his he's looking for. No, goes right past Brody Anderson. Gave him the old sidestep. Boom! Takes his goddamn head off. With that waistlock lariat. And now to the top. Shooting star press time. No, leg drop again. Guillotined him to advance to the semifinals, but saved by Erect Sean. Brody chasing him out onto the apron. Beautiful Bo is still in trouble. Into the corner. Cautious approach by Anderson. Looking for the tag, Max Cutter. Beautiful Bo counters. Stunner! Out of nowhere, clipped him. And as Brody rolls into the corner, tag is made to Erect Sean. Might have him exactly where he wants him right here. Smashes his face off that top turnbuckle. Turns him around again. Not the time to get a look at the backside of Brody Anderson. Between shoulder. Tacks there in the corner to the midsection of Brody Anderson. The thrusts. Rex. Sure what he was thinking about there. Up to Brett's rope though he goes. And rallying. As Anderson gets to his feet. Double axe handle. Keeping it Old school right there. Macho Man-esque. And the tag brings Beautiful Bo back in. What a match. All these matches tonight, man. Bangers so far. What is Beautiful Bo doing? I think he's taken a couple too many shots to the head throughout this matchup so far. Brody gonna go to collect Beautiful Bo. Oh, back first into the side of that steel ring post, and now picks him up for the clash. Right on the floor, Brody Anderson dropped on his face. Spun around. Elbow though, lying in wait, back and forth in between these two. Back suplex turned into a face buster at the very last second, and Brody's face once again spiked on the floor. He's been busted open. As Beautiful Bo goes up to the top, but this is quite a risk to take so late into this matchup. Max Cutter trying to come and knock him off the top. May have messed with his balance. Brody from behind, but catches an elbow to the jaw. Back and forth. Anderson going to throw Beautiful Bo back into the ring. Brody brings him to his feet. Everybody at this point is bleeding except for Max Cutter, which is quite shocking. Up on the top now, Beautiful Bo. What is this? Beautiful Bo. Wow! F-U! From off the top. And the tag to Erection. Brody Anderson served up on a silver platter. The world's sexiest slam. Hooks the leg, both legs hooked for the boom. What? Kicks out does Brody Anderson. Somehow, some way. Stays on the attack. Does Rex with that knee across the chest from second rope. Brody trying to pull himself up. Pure instinct. Choke though. And Slingshot sends him back towards the center of the ring. Beautiful Bo tagged in. What is it going to take here, man? Oh, it just goes right for the pin. 1, 2. For the kick out. Yeah, no luck. Guys, we're getting into dangerous territory here. All of these matches tonight have time limits. There's just a little over 5 minutes remaining. And if this goes to a time limit draw, I don't know what's going to happen. Well, we might not have to worry about that. Slingshot spear this time connects from Beautiful Bo. Slowly, but as fast as Beautiful Bo can, gets Brody Anderson to his feet. Into the corner here. Back on the top rope. Wait a minute! The plunge! Beautiful Bo! Cradling him like a baby! And the fuck pin! Uno, dos, tres! The Bromances have done it! Still undefeated! And now advancing to the semifinals of the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. Really pulled out the big gun. Did Beautiful Bo there in the end. Another absolute bar burner here in the first round. As there were a good few times throughout this matchup, I thought for sure Brody Anderson and Max Cutter had it in the bag. The roll-ups from Brody Anderson towards the end of the matchup. Look at that one and this one here. The back and forth, man, I was on the edge of my seat. But Beautiful Bo able to push through one last thrust. And here's what finally did it. From off the top. Fuck pin for the win. Still undefeated. And now one step closer to championship gold. And we have just one final first round matchup to get to, my friends. Up next, Kendrick Russell, Tiger Brown, taking on the team of Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz. And it is time, my friends. Oh, wait a minute. Our final first round matchup here tonight. The 8th annual Tag Team Cup. Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz coming in hot. As Pure Excellence were already in the ring ready to go here. Referee's going to try to get these teams situated before the matchup properly begins now. The bell has rung. This one is underway after that pre-match skirmish. And now Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell are going to have to try and adjust to what just transpired. Spiked with that poison rana by Isaac Diaz, who makes the tag to Dusty Burns. These two unlikely tag team partners brought together in their recent battles against Pure Excellence. Brown and Russell on Octane. Of course, was Dusty Burns, whose CMB career was potentially saved a few weeks back by Isaac Diaz when Kendrick Russell had plans to go to work with a steel chair. And now here they are in Tokyo, Japan, with the opportunity to make history and potentially head back to the United States with championship gold. But, well, Pure Excellence fighting back now after getting caught off guard before the match began. Potentially could see Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence in the finals of the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup here. But it's not looking very likely at this point after what we just saw. Poe stopping Tiger Brown from exiting the ring as Kendrick Russell throws Dusty Burns back in. Our first semifinal matchup set will be Pure Excellence. Eric Myers and Damian Joyce taking on Permanence. Jack Wolf and DRH, but who will take on the Bromancers in our second semifinal matchup? We're going to find out here. Suckers him in, does Tiger Brown to unleash. Great combination. Into the corner now. Tag tries to make the tag to Kendrick Russell. Kick to the gut. And once again, Tiger Brown using those strikes. The punches, the chops, and those stiff kicks. We are in Japan. But he's known for. We're going to put him back into the corner. Looking for the tag this time. In comes Kendrick Russell, but a rocket launcher going to send this big man off the top to take down Dusty Burns right in the middle of the ring. Well, Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz, man, came in fists flying, but Pure Excellence have managed to turn things around. And they are in full control now. Kick to the gut by Burns. Headbutt. Into the clothesline. Dusty Burns, I wonder if he's a fan of any of those Japan classics. Tag to Isaac Diaz. Well, Burns, though, in the process of writing his own script. CMD career. Could have been his first taste of championship gold alongside Isaac Diaz, the blue-haired bastard. He's able to send Kendrick Russell into the corner. Burns tagged right back in. Kick to the midsection. Stiff right hook to the jaw. Drops down into the pin with the quickness. Forearm to the face, but still able to kick out is Russell. Springboard moonsault, but missed it. Russell rolls out of the way. It makes the tag to Tiger Brown. He gets right back to work with those combos, man. Out onto the apron. Oh, running the ropes a little bit. Maybe not the best time to do so. Isaac tries to take a swipe at him. A bit slow. Back in the ring out. Irish whip. Burns into the corner of Pure Excellence. Bad part of town to be in as the tag is made to Kendrick Russell. More tag team offense here between these two. Double shoulder tackle. Burns needs to make the tag. He knows it. But Russell stops him. And yeeted. Overhead great power from Kendrick Russell. Now we're just going to run his mouth a little bit. Insult to injury. Oh, coming up from behind. Grabs the ankle, flips Dusty Burns and a forearm to the back of the head. Drops Russell, but Russell straight back up to his feet. Big, meaty clothesline. And tags Tiger Brown back in. Great teamwork we're seeing so far by Pure Excellence here. Tying up the legs. Shifting their priority now. Trying to focus on the legs here of Dusty Burns. Pop-up powerbomb. Isaac Diaz in to make the save with the count of one, but Burns needs to make a tag. Pure Excellence are cutting him off, though. They're doing a great job doing so. There we go. Counter of the Irish whip. In the corner, but instead of going for the tag, like he should, Dusty Burns has Brown here in the corner. Elbow staggers him. Counter that punch, goes low. And there's that modified crossface. Dusty Burns made Tiger Brown tap out to this just a few nights ago on Octane in a fatal four-way match, but not here tonight. Escapes. Whoa. Oh, rolls right into that big boot. Burns out on the apron. Tiger Brown to his feet. Couldn't ask for a better position in the air. Slingshot spear. Into the pin. Roll the credits. Dusty Burns. But a kick out of two. And at last, there's the tag to Isaac Diaz. The blue-haired bastard in. Right off the ropes he goes. Springboard moonsault again. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Russell getting a bit worried this time. In to break up the pin. Diaz ignores him, though, stays focused. The primary objective here. Tiger Brown is hurt, but he's still able to reverse that Shining Wizard attempt by Diaz. Pulls him to his feet. Irish whip now into the corner. Needs that tag with Russell, but countered by Diaz. Quickly spins him around. The double cross! Into the pin. Could this be it? Could this be it? 1, 2. Wow. Talk about last second. How did Poe see that? What a rope break. Well done by Tiger Brown. Great ring awareness. Now Diaz looking for the tag of Dusty Burns. Brown, though. Irish whip attempted, countered into the ref. Watch out, Poe. And they're so quick. Tiger Brown, knee to the side of the head. And the tag now to Russell. Diaz tries to get to his feet. Making haste, but off the ropes. Power slam. Bloody Brit style right there. But a kick out. Blue-haired bastard. Trying to make his way to the quarter tag in Dusty Burns, but trapped here in the corner of Pure Excellence. Gets to his feet. Russell, though, right into the corner. Elbow. Dusty watching from the apron, trying to shout over to his tag team partner to make the tag. But Russell again with the reversal, repeated punches to the midsection. Burns is frantic over here. Diaz, though, the punch to the gut. The blue-haired bastard with a knee to the face. Russell says, get me out of here. Out onto the apron, avoids getting pinned, but gets knocked down to the floor. Diaz up to the top. Russell, though, back to his feet, into the ring. Diaz is ready for him, goes for a double axe handle. Not well calculated, however. Gets him sent into the corner, and the tag to Tiger Brown now as Pure Excellence look to finish him off. What a ride! Long way up and an even longer way down into the pin. 1, 2, but Dusty Burns breaks it up. Diaz is hurt though, rolls to the outside. Looks like he's taking that trip to La La Land, and Tiger Brown's giving him no sort of chance to recover. Repeated knees to the side of the head here at ringside. Tiger Brown all over Isaac Diaz here at ringside. Like I said, I think Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz may have shot their load a bit early with that pre-match attack. Oh, and a spear by Brown! Guys, we're to a count of 8, and Isaac Diaz is not getting back up. He is out. He is unconscious. Tag to Kendrick Russell, and Pure Excellence look like they're intent on taking this count-out win, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Diaz just not able to get back up to his feet in time. Pure Excellence take the win. Count out or no, the win's the win, and they advance to the semifinals. As I said before, Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz came into this one hot with that pre-match skirmish between the two teams. And I think that may have ultimately cost them. They let their anger get the better of them. Pure Excellence, meanwhile, they were locked in. One step closer to that potential Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence finals. Many close calls indeed. I thought Isaac Diaz had it won right here with that double cross, but what a rope break. Look at this, very last second, truly. Bam! And here is the end of this matchup. Diaz started to move, but too little too late. Pure Excellence. They advance to the semifinals, where they will meet the Bromancers. But up next, it's our first semifinal matchup. Pure Excellence, Eric Myers and Damian Joyce take on Permanence. right, here we go, my friends. Our first semifinal matchup. You can see Permanence already in the ring, but look at this. It's JT Moss and Tobias Jones. Well, evidently a bit sour about their loss to Pure Excellence at the top of the show and their first round matchup. Moss and Jones attacking Joyce and Myers before this matchup can get underway, and Poe's trying to figure out what's going on. It looks like Pure Excellence, they're not backing down. This matchup will get underway. Poe now rings the bell, but, well, damage was certainly done there by the venerated Moss and Jones. Pigstar, of course, I'm sure is still getting checked out in the doc's office, but, man, even Tokyo, Japan not safe from this war here in CMB between the venerated and Pure Excellence, is now Joyce and Myers at a very clear disadvantage going up against Jack Wolf and DRH of Permanence, who of course advanced here to the semifinals by disqualification after Ricky Gelani had himself a little bit of a mid-match meltdown. He got the Dramatic Dream Team disqualified. That official ruling by Shay Hoxton, a ruling I agree with. And any person who appreciates rules will also agree. Delaney attacked the illegal man and rightfully was disqualified. Which is going to be the first team, though, guys, to arrive in the finals. Pure Excellence or Permanence here. Again, obvious upper hand for Wolf and DRH thanks to the venerated with that pre-match ambush. Obviously, though, Joyce and Myers not going to be backing down this close to the finish line. And now the tag to Eric Myers. Both these teams, of course, going to be exhausted. But that's what the Tag Team Cup is all about, endurance. Who has what it takes to make it all the way? Make history. Win that big, beautiful gold trophy, and of course, a shot at the World Tag Team titles in the main event. Myers gasses himself up. Big kick across the chest, but Wolf takes him off his feet. Despite that ambush by the venerated Pure Excellence. Not to be underestimated here. Not to be taken lightly by Permanence. Even not at 100%. And all that attack may have done is gassed up Joyce and Myers here. A little fire up underneath them. If there wasn't already one to begin with. This just wall smash nicely. Countered there by Myers, who now with an Irish Whip sends Wolf into the corner. Our second semifinal matchup, we know is going to be the Bromancers taking on Pure Excellence, Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell. As again, the World Tag Team Champions Blake Virtue and Troy Colt shortly watching on. Wolf going to get himself to the outside of the ring. Quick breather here, but Myers staying on him with that Troy Colt-esque super kick. Hopefully we do not get another count out here. Big punches by Myers. Poe, quick with those counts, man. Like I said, these referees here in Tokyo, Japan, far less lenient than the ones back in the United States. Luckily, we're back in the ring now. Irish Whip sends Wolf into the corner. Knife edge chop by the Problem, who goes to make the tag to the big ticket. Straight after Wolf, 300 plus pounds, gonna squash him there in the corner. Quick hook of the leg, only a one count though. As Wolf needs a tag in a bad way. DRH extending his head, but Damian Joyce keeping on top of Wolf here like what on rice, not letting him get far. Close enough to make that tag. And there's the power. Deadlift military press by Damian Joyce. What strength. Even after all we've already been through here tonight in Tokyo, Japan. Repeated shots to the leg. The Wolf may have hurt his arm. The budget cut! Just like that, you blinked your eye. Wolf, Irish whip, Joyce in the corner. And the tag to DRH has permanence. Oh, and a clothesline spear combination. DRH with his own budget cut. Gonna go for the pin. Hello, 1, 2, but a kick out. Wow, okay, Poe. What was that all about? Poe had a little bit of trouble getting into position. May have given Damian Joyce just that extra bit of time he needed. Now the tag to Eric Myers. Met with a big kick upside the head, though, by DRH. Focusing on the left knee of Eric Myers here. DRH would know a thing or two about knee injuries. He suffered quite a few throughout his career. 10 plus years here in CIB. You can see he wears that knee brace. Irish whip though gets countered into the corner. Myers though not backing down for even a moment as he puts DRH up on the top. Big right hook and paying no mind to Jack Wolf. As from off the top, Spanish fly. Pulled that out against the Venerated earlier tonight. DRH knows he needs to make a tag, but Eric Myers does not allow it. Can Pure Excellence overcome the odds here after that pre-match ambush by the Venerated? Blocks the counter. Sliding German suplex. Right back up out of the apron though. Myers calling for DRH to get to his feet. Jack Wolf though gets tagged in. Nicely done there by DRH. And Wolf gonna pull Myers through the ropes. Repeated forearm to the back. Crescendoing with that backstabber. Pulled up to his feet now. Wolf gonna trap him in the corner of permanence. Tag to DRH. Irish whip. Double shoulder tackle. DRH now legal. Drops an elbow across the lower back. This one's slowed down. Exactly what permanence wants. Springboard frog splash by DRH into the pin. Damian Joyce right there though to break it up. Not even a 1 count. DRH sticks on the attack, man, like a monkey on a cupcake right here. Hammerlock as he wrenches back on the wrist of Eric Myers here. You hear Myers yelling out in agony. Picked apart by the living legend. And a super kick just like that, man. Straight business by DRH for the win, but a kick out. Who's going to advance to the finals here? Eric Myers is in very, very serious jeopardy, but he's still able to counter that Irish whip. And now he's got DRH to the top, but DRH with a kick going to get himself back down into the ring where he gets caught with that sliding forearm to the side of the head. 1, 2, but a kick out. Drop to the face just for good measure, I suppose, there by Eric Myers, who now pulls DRH up to his feet. Falcon Arrow. Got to keep that pressure on. Got to stay on the attack at all times. And again, just pays no mind to Jack Wolf as he goes for that punt kick out of the corner. May have missed that, but did not miss that beautiful super kick. And the tag now to Damian Joyce. Joyce, like a runaway train here. Senton, 300 plus pounds. May have just cracked every single rib in DRH's body. And he's not done yet. Damian Joyce. Oh my God, the Gonzo bomb! But right there in the corner, Wolf easy peasy lemon squeezy makes the save. This match going to continue, but DRH is very obviously hurt after that. Look how Myers goes right after the head now. Slamming DRH's head off the canvas repeatedly. Springboard 450 splash by the Problem. Was certainly proven to be so for DRH right now. Kick to the gut. Butterfly suplex. Great job Eric Myers is doing of making a comeback here for Pure Excellence against Permanent. Semi-final matchup. 8th annual tag team cup. We are live from Tokyo, Japan. In the corner. From Brett's rope. Oh, DRH with the elevated Dragon Sleeper, but he's got to let it go unless he wants to get disqualified. Damage done though. There's that bicycle super kick. Again, Myers gives him the chance to make the tag to Damian Joyce. As DRH crawls into the corner, Pure veteran instincts. Double axe handle upside the head, man. Talk about a home run. Trying to pop DRH's head off into the cheap seats. Myers tagged right back in. They've done an excellent job the last few minutes of locking DRH down. Suffocating him with repeated offense. Overshot that springboard 450 the second time. At least he didn't knock himself out. Rolls into that Falcon Arrow. Offense from Eric Myers. Very versatile. You see him in a full mount, just slap across the face. The cherry on top can open that punt kick again. And this time finds its mark. DRH getting kicked into the nether as Pure Excellence advance to the finals of the Tag Team Cup. Overcoming the odds. Not just that hellacious first round match against the Venerated, but then that pre-match attack by JT Moss and Tobias Jones. All of that. Still Pure Excellence. Able to topple Permanence here in the semifinals. Now we are just one step away from that potential Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence matchup in the finals. Another great matchup, man. What a performance by Damian Joyce and Eric Myers. Great resolve by these two men. But now, who will they be meeting in the finals? The $1 million question. That will be answered up next when the Bromancers take on Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell. There was that punt kick. Myers was looking for it during the entire matchup. Finally connected to get the win. And much like Tobias Jones earlier tonight, DRH, see ya, bye. Chucked out like the garbage. All right, my fine feathered friends, here we are, our second semi-final matchup, and will it be the prophesized Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence matchup in our finals? We're about to find out as Kendrick Russell and Tiger Brown prepare to take on the Bromancers here, and the winning team will meet Damian Joyce and Eric Myers in the finals. With, of course, the Dream Team, Blake Virtue and Troy Call awaiting the victors in our main event with the World Tag Team titles on the line. By countout, did Brown and Russell defeat the team of Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz in the first round. And they've not had all that long to recover, though. Nor have the Bromancers, but as we talked about earlier, that's what this night is all about, to test your endurance, to see how badly you truly want this, to go down in the history books, to win that big, beautiful golden trophy, to earn that shot at the World Tag Team titles. Undefeated, beautiful Bo Nagas and Erection, defeating Brody Anderson and Max Cutter in the first round to make it here to the semifinals. And I'd say these two might be a little bit worse off compared to Brown and Russell. I mean, beautiful Bo and Erection did not have an easy time putting away Anderson and Cutter. They got a shellacking. But by the end of the night, will they have beautiful World Tag Team Championship gold to match their golden hair? That's what we find out right now, baby. As Kendrick Russell will kick things off against beautiful Bo. Everyone's been patched up best the doctors can in the short amount of time they had. Straight out the gate is beautiful Bo with that knee and another to the side of Russell's head. Damian Joyce and Eric Myers watching from the back, and I'm sure as are the World Tag Team Champions Blake Virtue and Troy Call, who makes it to the finals here. As Russell sends beautiful Bo into the corner, looking for an early tag to Tiger Brown. Kick to the gut, though. How impressive it would be to see Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence in the finals. No matter what, they're bringing home a massive accolade in winning the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup and potentially some championship gold. More championship gold, should I say. As beautiful Bo gets turned around here in the corner, but undefeated are the Bromancers. Can Pure Excellence crack the code here? Out of the corner with a German suplex. Bo, though, knowing where he is, quickly able to roll out of the ring. Well done. We know that Brown and Russell have no problem taking a count-out win, so beautiful Bo got to be real careful trying to get back into the ring quickly. Kick to the head from off his back. Dangerous is beautiful Bo from any position. Already up to 3 here. Back and forth between beautiful Bo and Kendrick Russell at ringside. Oh my God, and getting his back cracked right there. Not the first time. Usually it's a bit more pleasurable than that, though. Kendrick Russell back into the ring. Beautiful Bo right behind him. No count out here, thank goodness. At least not yet. Knock on wood. Nice combination. Showing off the guns. Oh, beautiful Bo packs a lethal weapon. Now drags Russell over to the ropes. Slapping that face, making sure he's wide awake. Off the ropes for a drop kick to the chest. Right there, though. Make that tag to Tiger Brown. Tries, but fails. Shoved back as Russell gets to his feet. Nice beautiful Bo trying to make the tag, but Russell, they're not so fast. Kick to the midsection. Irish whip off the ropes. Chop block. Shredding the knee of Kendrick Russell. And look how Bo rushes into the cover for a 2 count. The uno, the dos, but no tres, unfortunately. Boot to the face, though, puts him down as Beautiful Bo makes that tag to Erect Sean, a tag also to Tiger Brown. They go right after each other, but Tiger Brown gets there first with that rolling thunder, jumping complete shot. And a double wrist clutch, Northern Lights suplex. Like this Tiger Brown, man. Incredibly athletic, great striking aptitude. Tags Russell back in. Big punch to the gut. Wants the kick to Rex. Top to the foot. Gotta do what you gotta do. Play a little bit dirty. There's so much at stake here. Up to the top goes Rex Sean. Gonna fly with an elbow. Right to the very heart of Kendrick Russell. But Tiger Brown in does not even give him a 1 count. Tag a Beautiful Bo. And goes right after the prone. Russell brings him up to a vertical base. Irish whip attempted, but able to reverse now. Bo goes into the corner. Russell with that roar that echoes throughout the arena here in Tokyo, Japan. Gonna spin around, gonna look at that rear end. It is a nice one. You must agree. Hangman's neckbreaker, not so nice. Out of the corner there's Russell. Looks to do big time damage, potentially put Beautiful Bo away. With that razor's edge. Just yeets him overhead into the pin for the win, but broken up by Rex Sean. Beautiful Bo drops to the outside in an attempt to recover as the tag is made to Tiger Brown. Face to face, Irish whip gonna put Brown right into the corner. Beautiful Bo with the tag to Rex. Now it's Rex Sean's turn to be used as the weapon. That whirling bird splash into the pin for only a 1 count though. That's going to bring him up. Kick to the midsection to be delivered, but countered into a belly-to-belly slam by Tiger Brown, who now acts quickly. Well, he's got the upper hand. Irish whip, though, no countered. Into the corner goes Tiger Brown instead. Kick to the ankle there while Brown's leg was caught up in the ropes. Oh! Pile driver delivered real old school by Erect Sean. Tiger Brown, not the first man to be trapped between the legs of Erect Sean. Oh, Kendrick Russell tagged in, immediately gets his eye gouged. Like I said, gotta do what you gotta do if it means victory here tonight. Oh, Erect Sean taking on 2 men at once. Sounds like his Friday night. Irish whip, no reversed. Off the ropes. Caught midair though, well done by Russell. Now Russell looks to slow things down, opts to show a little bit disrespect. Open, able to duck, grabs at the ankles, elbow to the gut though. Irish whip now off the ropes. There's that spinning power slam once again by Russell. Great power exhibited by this man. That's why he and Tiger Brown complement each other so much. The pure power of Kendrick Russell, the speed and striking ability of Tiger Brown. Really just a well-rounded duo representing pure excellence. Leon with the sub, bless, appreciate you. As we get a roll up here, desperation from Erect Sean. Will that desperation pay off? No, counters the roll up now. Reverses. Kick out by Russell. Russell quickly brings him up to his feet. In the fireman's carry position. Looking to maybe drop him down into some sort of slam, but Russell doesn't give him the chance. In the corner now. Oh, gonna walk him face first across that top rope, man. Get his skin peeled off. Boot to the chest seems to barely even phase Rex, but these elbows to the gut. Gonna set Russell free. Irish whip into the corner. Semi-final matchup here. Who will meet Damian Joyce and Eric Myers in the finals? Whoa, ducks that head kick, but barely. And Rex with that back kick. Mule-esque as the tag is made there to Beautiful Bo. Russell drags himself out onto the apron. Pulls himself up to his feet. Big right hook. Poe, would you mind stepping out of the way, my friend? Oh, and there's that kick. He gets it this time against Beautiful Bo. Not a one-trick pony is Kendrick Russell. He's got that power. Devastating strikes of his own. And here again is that massive power bomb, the combined power. Whoa, but Beautiful Bo pops right back up. My goodness. What a heart shown by Beautiful Bo. I know the size of his, the size of another one of his body parts. I did not know the size of this man's heart, though. Brown, though, going to put him right back in the corner. Tags Russell in. Irish whip and a double shoulder tackle. Beautiful Bo. Getting right back to his feet like that. Might have been all he had left in the gas tank. Military press by Russell. Going to gingerly walk Bo into the corner face first off the top turnbuckle. But Bo able to counter now and has him maybe exactly where he wants him. Into the jaws. Beautiful Bo goes to join him up top. We saw this earlier. A big F-U! From up top into the pin. 1, 2. What a kick out by Russell. Bo keeps him down. Hammer lock and bending back on the wrist, the fingers here of Kendrick Russell. Beautiful Bo knows how to work a man's body, be it for pain or be it for pleasure. Russell to his feet, kick to the gut though, waiting for Beautiful Bo there. Back and forth here. Semi-final matchup, Irish whip into the corner. The tag is made to Erect Sean. Knees to the chest, gonna back Russell into the corner. Now Bo, gonna give him a good old taste of the pelvic region there to keep it PG. And now the Irish whip gonna send Russell back towards Erect's back body drop and into the pin. Making haste here, but a kick out at 1. Rex ain't having it, brings Russell up to his feet. Big punch. And a nice side headlock. Taking Rex off his feet. Late into this matchup, showing off his pure wrestling abilities. But Russell now tag to Tiger Brown, who's largely not been in this matchup. It's been mostly Kendrick Russell. And it's a strategy by these two to keep Brown nice and fresh the longer the match goes on. Well, it might not last too long, though. Rex doing a good job of keeping on top of Brown, but Irish whip there, and a beautiful boss man slam. Straight out the textbook there by Tiger Brown. Tries for an Irish whip, but Rex able to reverse it. Brown now finds himself in the corner. Not backing down, though, is Rex. Nobody's backing down here. The 69! 69! 69! Wrenching, stretching. Kendrick in to make the save, though. That allows Brown to counter into a sort of Hurricane Rana. There's those quick combos by Brown again. Go to the knee. And the lie detector! The lie detector test determines that was a lie. Tag to Beautiful Bo. They're trying to capitalize on the hurt Tiger Brown here. Scoops him up and drops down behind. Now it's Brown with the waistlock Irish whip. Nope, reversed. Counter for counter for counter here. Back and forth with so much at stake. Complete shot. Beautiful bow up against the ropes, trying to recover. No time for that though. Tiger Brown, pop-up powerbomb, caught him on the rebound. One, but broken up just before the count of two by Rex. Makes the save. Oh, but did he really? Not out of the woods yet. Tiger Brown, cliffhanger DDT. Great camera angle. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Pure excellence victorious, guys. We're going to see it. Pure excellence. But wait a minute. Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz with some retribution for that count-out loss earlier. Pure excellence may have won, but it looks like Burns and Diaz will get the last laugh here. But our finals are set, guys, regardless. It's going to be Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence up next. Well, that's if Brown and Russell can compete after that post-match beatdown. Well, my friends, here we go. It is time. We had to make sure there. We had a few more referees and the medical crew come out here to ensure that Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell could indeed even compete here in the finals of the 8th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. But they have been cleared, guys. Even if they weren't, I can't imagine they would back down, but it gets underway. Our finals. Pure Excellence versus Pure Excellence. And no matter what, Jackson Drake, I have to imagine, elated as he watches from the back that Pure Excellence will be going down in the history books, will be bringing home that big, beautiful GOAT trophy, and will, in our main event, get a shot at the World Tag Team titles no matter the outcome here. Ms. Eric Myers and Damian Joyce taking on Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell. I would say, obviously, that Myers and Joyce might have the advantage after that post-match beatdown we witnessed only moments ago by Dusty Burns and Isaac Diaz against Brown and Russell. But, well, it's not like Joyce and Myers have had any easier of a night so far. That pre-match attack that the Veteran launched against them in the semifinals, they were able to overcome that and defeat Permanence. Can they overcome this, though? And not holding back, these men might be brothers. Nothing but respect for each other and all love. But only one of these teams gets a shot. Oh my God, Tiger Brown, what a reversal super kick. Gonna catch Myers on the jaw right there in a forearm, right upside the head. Only one of these teams gonna be facing the Dream Team up next in our main event for the World Tag Team titles. Blake Virtue and Troy Colt awaiting at the finish line. One of these teams. There's that double shoulder tackle as Russ is able to pop up. Myers kick to the gut there. From behind with a forearm smash to the back. Nice reversal and a stomp to the quad. Very many quad injuries. But the history of wrestling a business. Not Myers, though. Gets sent into the corner, however. Tag to Tiger Brown. Here live in Tokyo, Japan. Oh, man. Nothing pretty about the tandem offense of Pure Excellence. I'm talking Brown and Russell, but definitely effective. Straightforward, to the point. Put him right back in the corner. Tag to Kendrick Russell. And a punch right to the gut. The type of punch that I have your gas for air there. Clothesline by the Problem. Now Myers looks to walk Russell over into the corner and put him up on the top. It's been 3 for 3 so far with the Avalanche Spanish Fly. We're going to mix it up a bit, I suppose, with a Frankensteiner. Way off the top rope. Quick, we're going to flip him. Fans on their feet. They love Eric Myers here. Understandable. Irish whip into the corner. Myers again. You might call him cocky, egotistical, full of himself. Or you calling him winner of the 8th annual Tag Team Cup when the dust settles. If things keep going his way, Myers slingshot into the ring, drop kick. Perfectly executed. Couldn't be any better. He's now going to get walked into the corner. Face first. Giving that top turnbuckle a smooch. Oh, here it is. I think this is what he's setting up for. He's hit this in every single matchup so far tonight. That Avalanche Spanish Fly. Myers feels especially froggy here. And again gets these fans rallied up on their feet. Doesn't stop there either. With a suplex cutter. Could have him down, could have him out for the dub. 1, 2, but a kick out. Damian Joyce, I'm not too sure what he's up to at ringside. He's not up on the apron as he should be, allowing for Myers to make the tag if he needs to. I hope perhaps he hasn't suffered some sort of injury. But again, both of these teams have been through the ringer here in Tokyo, Japan. Pre-match attacks, post-match attacks, not to mention the actual matches themselves. Grueling, to say the least. Trying to come out of that corner. That punt kick that put away DRH earlier tonight. But Kendrick Russell knew it was coming. These men know each other all too well. Quick tag to Tiger Brown. Russell trying to stop it from happening. Oh boy, Brain Buster from Kendrick, and there's the tag. Uninterrupted now to Tiger Brown. Just as Myers gets to his feet, there to meet Brown. Up onto the shoulders with some elbows to the side of the head by Tiger. Pulls him up to his feet for an Irish whip. Off the ropes he goes. Hooking the arms and dropping Myers right on the back of his neck. Kicks out the knee. Oh boy. Knee to the back of the head. Whoa, Myers, how did he see that one coming? Talk about some instincts. Just avoided getting his lights put out right there as Brown gets reopened. And his face smashed off that top turnbuckle. Springboard 450 splash. Brown gets out of the way. There's that rolling thunder into the jumping complete shot. Tag to Kendrick Russell. Finals of the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. Night 1 here. It's pure excellence, pure excellence. But which team gets the shot at the World Tag Team titles in our main event? Like I said, how well these two, all these men know each other. Is certainly showing the back and forth, the counters. Oh, but there's a complete shot from Russell. 1, 2. What a kick out for Myers. Fans on their feet. Tag team wrestling indeed. That's what it's all about here. The Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan. Try as Myers might, though, guys. It looks like Damian Joyce is out of this match. This has essentially boiled down to a handicap situation for Eric Myers. Oh, and there's that kick. That big hook. 1, 2. Who knows what may have done it. One of the matches that attacked by the veteran, but Joyce appears to be out of this one. As Tiger Brown is tagged. Look at that cut. He is oozing. Down on the apron. Tiger Brown trying to get into a good position here, having trouble doing so. Perhaps those ropes a little bit slick at this point. Oh man, and a Falcon Arrow by Tiger Brown. Eric Myers is just getting bombarded with everything that both Brown and Russell have in their respective arsenals and combined. But look at Myers, man. There's that kick to the chest. Knocks him down out of the corner. Get on main event, the World Tag Team titles will be on the line. Who will Blake Virtue and Troy Colt be defending against, though? It's going to be pure excellence one way or the other. Which two members we're finding out here, or perhaps one member. If Myers does somehow win this, is our main event championship match going to end up being a handicap situation, as well as the tag is made there to Kendrick Russell. And Russell, who again has got respect for Myers, of course, brothers in arms, but only one team gets the championship match. Nothing can be held back here. Oh, nice counter by Myers. He stays afloat. I don't know how. Some way, though, Eric Myers keeps the fight alive. Springboard 450, that time he got it. Don't count out Myers yet. Boot to the jaw, gonna spin him around, and the standing sea fire into the pin. He can have it, but Tiger Brown, there's the numbers advantage here. Breaking up the pin just when Myers very well may have had it. Up to the second rope. Ooh, that double bounce. Elbow drop right across the chest, and it's Russell who's forced to try and retreat momentarily out onto the apron. Look how Myers keep it on him, though, not let him get very far. And those forearms repeatedly to the back. Finishing strong with that backstabber. Myers came up short this past episode of Shockwave, fighting for the Interim Intercontinental Championship. He's not looking to let anyone down again. even on his own here. Damian Joyce out. Russell from behind with a big back suplex. And gingerly make his way over to their tag in. Tiger Brown, who is bleeding, looks like a cut alongside his left eye, which could always impact the vision, and might be the case here. As Myers with that sliding form, look how he doesn't waste. Oh, but a cheap shot from Kendrick Russell. You can't blame him though. You gotta do what you gotta do here. They might be friends, they might even be family. He's gonna try again and again. Russell with that shot to the back of the head takes him off his feet. You know he's looking for that punt kick. And there's the tag to Kendrick Russell. Ralph cameo. Yes, Ralph is here in Tokyo, Japan, of course. There's Kendrick Russell now. Dragging Myers into the corner. Up on the top rope. A long way down. Oh my God, what is Russell looking to do here? Russell jumping onto the top rope for what looks like a superplex. Holy shit, it's over. It's gotta be over. 1, 2. But the kicked out Myers. How can you not admire his heart, his determination? Hooks the jaw, gonna spin around. There's that standing sea fire. Hits it into the pin. 1, 2, but Brown at the count of 2 breaks up the pin. Look at Myers like, really, man? That's how it is. And indeed, combo, Pele kick, takes down Russell in the corner. Russell looking to make that tag. Eric Myers looks like he's going to allow it. He wants a piece of Tiger Brown here. And Tiger Brown going to give him more than a piece. As Myers waits for him here in the corner. Maybe not the best idea. Launched into the corner. Far from a soft landing. He's out on the apron. Myers tries to get himself up. Tiger Brown's right there waiting for him. Sunset flip powerbomb down onto the floor. And we know Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell, no qualms, taking that count out win, even against their brethren. Irish whip, right into the side of the steel steps. Brown doing all he can to chip away at whatever remains of Eric Myers here, and it can't be a lot. Oh, well, Damian Joyce has been down at ringside since this match began, but Tiger Brown still taking a swipe at him. Guys, we're at a count of 7 here. Myers has got to do so he can get back into the ring. Myers got to get back into the ring. What is happening at ringside? Myers has gone in the ring. Damian Joyce is back to life. Suplex cutter. No, the Falcon Arrow from Eric Myers. Tiger Brown made a mistake. He went and woke up Damian Joyce, who's back in the fight now. Slingshot dropkick by Myers. Kendrick Russell and Damian Joyce over here continuing to fight at ringside. Joyce might not have very much left, but whatever he's got, he's using it to keep Kendrick Russell distracted while Tiger Brown and Eric Myers go at it here in the ring. Tripped up is Myers. Dragged by arm and by leg as Brown does not want to risk a rope break. Took his time though, that might cost him. Quick trip up into the pin, desperation here. But desperation does not pay off. Joyce is back on the apron. Make the tag, Myers. Make the tag. Forearm smash puts Brown down. And Myers is like, I don't even need to make the tag. Clothesline gonna send Brown down to the outside. Myers looking for to be a suicide dive. Look at Brown back in the ring while his back was turned. Nails him with that elbow. No longer a handicap match though. Damian Joyce has recovered. He's back up on the apron. German suplex to counter that clothesline attempt there. And Brown going to preemptively follow Myers down to the outside. What a matchup here in our finals. Brown with the Tiger's roar. As he keeps up Myers here. Big hammering blows by Tiger Brown. Repeatedly over and over again. Up to a count of 5 already. Tiger Brown does not seem to care. Russian leg sweep. And come on, our finals can't end like this. Get him back into the ring, Brown. Count of 8. Myers able to reverse. We're gonna get a double count out here. Back into the ring. Oh my God, by the skin of his teeth. 9.999. And now the tag to Kendrick Russell. That super powerbomb for the win. Gotta do it. 1, 2. You gotta be joking. You have got to be joking. Eric Myers kicking out of the combined power. Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell. This kid will not die. Doesn't know the meaning of the word. Butterfly suplex. I don't know why he's not making the tag to Damian Joyce. Joyce is back up on the apron. Counter, roll up. Well, it's not false count anywhere though, unfortunately. Otherwise, Myers might have been able to steal it right there. Poe's not playing around, man. He's strict with these countouts. Falcon Arrow on the floor. Gotta get him back into the ring though. Myers not gonna play around. He's back in. He's gonna go for Tiger Brown. Count of 6, Russell. Look at Eric Myers saying, you only got a few seconds. Better get back up, Bubba. Count of 8, Russell's back in. Myers distracted by Tiger Brown. He's able to readjust though. Irish whip into the corner, tag to Tiger Brown. Not again! Not again! He may have kicked out the first time. There's no way! Myers survives that a second time. 1, 2, 3! They have done it. Well, okay. I think these two might be a little bit confused about what the result of this matchup was. Or maybe they're just celebrating because regardless, Pure Excellence has won. And okay, 2 ghost men have arrived on the stage. I don't know what's happening here. But guys, Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell are your winners, representing Pure Excellence. I don't know what's happening here. Well, I mean, it's a celebration all around because no matter what, Pure Excellence are your winners of the 8th annual Tag Team Cup. What a match. What a win there. I mean, you got to respect. How can you not the heart of Eric Myers there fighting on his own as Joyce may have suffered an injury of some sort. Might be joining Pink Star at the local hospital here in Tokyo, Japan. But our main event is now set, my friends. Kendrick Russell, Tiger Brown against the Dream Team. And that's coming up next. All right, my friends. Here we go. Sorry about the delay there. I had to get myself a W refill. And we had to give these two at least a couple of minutes to prepare, to get ready for our main event of the evening. It's time. World Tag Team titles on the line. There they are, the winners of the 8th annual CMB Tag Team Cup. Pure Excellence, Tiger Brown, Kendrick Russell. They're in the history books. They've got the big, beautiful golden trophy. Now the cherry on top. Will they be leaving Tokyo, Japan with the World Tag Team titles? They have been through the meat grinder here tonight. But it's all worth it, because now they approach the finish line, where Blake Virtue and Troy Cole await the World Tag Team titles on the line, my friends. And throughout the history of the Tag Team Cup, more than a few times, the winning team of the Tag Team Cup has gone on to defeat the champions, to leave with the gold. But also, we've seen plenty of times in the past, the champions retain. I mean, obviously the advantage, as clear as can be, belongs with the champs, with the Dream Team. They are fresh. Whereas Pure Excellence, as I said, they've been through it and then some here tonight. It's all about how badly they want this. And guys, another thing to keep in mind, the situation we have on our hands here, Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell are on the Octane roster. Obviously, the World Tag Team titles, Blake Virtue and Troy Cole, they belong to Shockwave. So if Pure Excellence wins here, I'm a little bit excited. I mean, you can probably guess who I want to win as the Octane General Manager. Both sets of Tag Team titles here in CMB, the men's, gonna belong to me, to my show. So pardon me if I'm a little bit giddy here, but I am certainly rallying behind Brown and Russell here. This could be landscape changing for CMB. But there they are, the champions. Blake Virtue and Troy Cole, guys. And of course, Colt returning to action here after a few weeks on the shelf, actually, courtesy of Pure Excellence. It was Jackson Drake who a few weeks back, part of a massive brawl in the parking lot involving Tobias Jones as well, smashed Troy Colt's face off a concrete floor. So I'm sure Colt, even though he'd like to get his hands on Jackson Drake specifically, I imagine, a measure of retribution against Pure Excellence here tonight in our main event. Of course, this just night one, my friends. Night two will feature the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Blake Virtue starting things off, throwing Russell here into the corner again. Obvious advantage goes to the defending champions as they come into this one fresh as can be. Tag to Tiger Brown early on, tossed out of the fireman's carry position, catches him with a German suplex, and Virtue is already forced to retreat as Brown takes a quick hit at Troy Cole with a sunset flip powerbomb down onto the floor. Got to keep that champion's advantage in mind. Countouts, disqualifications in effect. You can hear the referee beginning to count. Permanence. Already, they were defeated earlier. Pure Excellence. Wishing Permanence was here. No disrespect to Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell, but Brown, Russell, they've got to pin or submit the champions here to leave Tokyo, Japan, to head back to the United States with the championship gold in their possession. Now Troy Cole going to throw Tiger Brown into the ring as well to join up with Blake Virtue. Troy Cole, who of course, guys, alongside John Lipnick, won last year's Tag Team Cup. Of course, it was a very odd situation we ultimately saw unfold where John Lipnick challenged, if I remember correctly, it was Killian Red one-on-one for the World Tag Team titles after injuries and backstage attacks and whatnot. That was really one of the wildest nights in CMV history. This one has almost been equally as crazy with the pre-match attacks and brawls, post-match beatdowns. Another Ralph cameo here for our main event, of course, as Tiger Brown opts to make the tag to Kendrick Russell. Blake Virtue's looking a little bit rough, guys. He's moving a lot slower than typically. I feel like he's, I don't know, maybe he hit the sake a little bit too much last night. Stayed up a little too late. Didn't properly prepare for this championship defense. Russell ram Virtue into the corner, catching him with the German suplex. I don't know exactly how much help Troy Colt will even be for Blake Virtue. We don't know the exact condition. Colt's been cleared, but I have to imagine he's probably not exactly 100%. And that brawl in the parking lot a few weeks back was something brutal. Colt was literally left face down in a pool of his own blood by Jackson Drake. In the corner now, looking for a tag to Brown, but Virtue maybe finally coming back to life here with the World Tag Team titles on the line. Up on the top. Virtue though gets himself back down onto his own 2 feet. Knee to the jaw and the tag to Troy Colt as Russell looks for a tag of his own. And there it is. In comes Tiger Brown. Pure Excellence, one final step away from bringing even more championship gold back to their camp. You know Jackson Drake's got to be watching on right now. Proud of his boys, I'm sure, no matter what. Ooh, that backstabber. Waiting for an update, hopefully, on both Pink Star and Damian Joyce, who both appear to get injured tonight. Hopefully nothing serious. But again, we'll get an update, I'm sure, soon enough. Irish Whip going to send Colt into the corner. Brown, though, instead of going after Colt, going to make the tag to Kendrick, who comes in, opts for a slower approach here. And this is it for all the marbles. No getting ahead of yourself. Russell knows that. He's playing it safe. Oh, we saw this in the finals. Kendrick Russell for a big man. Look at that vertical leap up onto the top rope into a superplex. With the World Tag Team titles on the line, this could do it. We're going to have new champions crowned right here. Octane going to own both sets of Men's Tag Team Championship gold, a second away. It's not over though. Tiger Brown tagged in. Tiger pulling Colt to his feet. Like I said, who knows if Colt may have prematurely returned here, if he's truly at 100% or not. Has Troy Colt ever been at 100% over the last few years, I guess, is the real question. Tags Virtue right back in. Putting the team on his back situation here tonight. Snapmare. Oh, but a cheap shot by Russell. Stopping whatever Virtue was trying to cook up there. Turns him around. Flip-flopping him like a fish here in the corner. Trying to make him dizzy. Tiger Brown with the Tiger's roar. Oh, he's got him in the corner. Continuing to just flip him like a pancake here. Virtue. There's the tag. And that devastating, massive, ring-shaking power bomb. The combined power into the pin, but Colt's going to make the save right there. A 1 count only for Kendrick Russell. Russell going to wait patiently. Like I said, seeing from Russell in this matchup, he's wanting that slower pace. God damn DDT off the apron. Skull cracked. Careful though. Again, champion's advantage. Pure Excellence cannot win the titles by countout or DQ. It's got to be by pin or submission. Colt drop kicked off the apron as Russell waits for Virtue to get back into the ring. Virtue does. Oh, and put down with authority. That big boot right between the eyes. And now Russell going to put him in the corner. Nope, Virtue over the counter. Kicks to the gut, gets caught. Turned around now. Tag to Tiger Brown. Perfect setup. They've got him by the tights. All the way up and back down again. New champions. New champions. 1, 2. Oh my God, Colt was down. I thought that was it, no doubt about it, man. Virtue digs down deep to kick out to stay alive. Repeated knees down to the side of the head. Well, Virtue may have kicked out, but he's got to do something more to turn things around here, because the way this one's going, Pure Excellence looking to leave Tokyo, Japan, the World Tag Team Champions. Virtue going to ring escape. Oh, right back in, though, playing the in and out game, trying to outmaneuver Tiger Brown here. What Virtue does best. Uses that speed, that agility of his, the unpredictability. Tag to Troy Colt as the champions get to work. Maybe a little late, but better late than never. There's the backbreaker followed up by a double boot stop from Troy Colt up off the top. Brown, though, makes a quick escape out onto the apron to avoid potentially getting pinned there. Counter. Brown, springboard, knee to the side of the head. That's vintage Colt right there. Takes a page out of the playbook of Mr. No Days Off, but a kick out. Another very extremely close call. In the corner, he wants him, but Colt's able to reverse. Knife edge chop gets blocked, kick to the gut by Tiger Brown. Tiger, what a clothesline. Troy Colt trying to make the quick tag to Blake Virtue, but Tiger Brown says, what do you think you're going, player? Big forearm to the side of the head. And into the corner. Tiger Brown. Tag to Kendrick Russell. Runs down Troy Colt. Both of them with a double shoulder tackle. And now, ever so slowly, Troy Colt being brought up onto his knee, knife edge chops. Reminiscent of a bitch slap right there by Kendrick Russell. Tags Tiger Brown in. Perfect tandem offense by the challengers. The winners of the 8th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. Hit attempt here. Titles on the line. Once again, just a second away from crowning new champions here in Tokyo. And Troy Colt so desperately wants that tag to Blake Virtue, but they have cut off the ring, have Pure Excellence. I mean, this is textbook tag team work. Isolating Troy Colt, picking him apart, frequent tags, chopping the ring in half. Oh, but Colt, well-documented heart. He isn't one that dies easy. The Irish hook gets reversed right into the corner. He goes right in front of Blake Virtue. Oh my God, and the repeated clotheslines trying to take Troy Colt's head off, brother. Pulls it into a back suplex on the man. Pokes the leg. Virtue's worried. He breaks up the pin. Is he just prolonging the inevitable? I can't believe the way this matchup has gone. The challengers dominating despite all they've been through here tonight. Colt, though, up on the top's got him. Something big to turn things around, but Russell shuts it down. Irish hook now counted again. Colt's got him out on the apron. Bad place to be, that's for sure. Colt looking for that half tarantula. Locking the arms of Kendrick Russell, but careful not to get disqualified. Releases the hold before putting a big boot right upside the head of Kendrick. And Colt's trying to rally. These fans in Tokyo, Japan are on their feet. They are behind the Dream Team. Super kick vintage Troy Colt. Doesn't get any more vintage from Mr. No Days Off, who throws Russell back into the ring now. He's got him hurt to the top. Could be the Frog Splash. Could be the Phoenix Splash. Tiger Brown makes sure it's nothing. Shoving Troy Colt off the top rope as he was keen to deliver something big. He's able to recover, though, gets to his feet. Kendrick, though, puts him down, man, with authority. Colt right back up. Russell right there to put him back down. Decapitating waistlock lariat. A rainmaker here in Japan. But it still is not enough. Russell, the razor's edge. Good night. 1, 2, 2.999999. Fans on their feet. Tag team wrestling. Yes, sir. And look at Russell stalking Colt from afar. Oh, what a counter. But a tag to Blake Virtue. A last-second, last-ditch tag made. And Virtue just comes in immediately mowed down. Oh, and Kendrick Russell is not finished with Troy Colt either. Not on the apron, going up to the top rope. Maybe the 2-for-1 special, but Colt's able to wake up. Oh, but he can't get out of the ring quick enough. Remember, Virtue is the legal man, though, right now for the champions. Gonna get walked into the corner. Bad part of town to be in. Turned around. Up on the top. Devastating effect. Whatever Russell might be looking for. Colt able to counter to try for Musso. German suplex from off the top rope. Holy shit. And another round of This Is Awesome chants. Yes, it is. What a night it's been overall, but it might be about to come to an end. The Fireman's Carry German suplex combo again from Pure Excellence. As Virtue drops the outside, gonna try to take a shot at Troy Colt, but Mr. No Days Off ready for it. Gives him the old guillotine. And finally, a momentary break here in this matchup that's been non-stop since the bell rang for the World Tag Team titles. Oh no, Colt! Chest exposed. Closed fists again and again. Pummeling Colt. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Blake Virtue's the legal man, though. Count of 8. He gets back into the ring as Russell is tagged in. Virtue with the knee. Big knee. Russell stunned. Virtue trying to work quick. Go to sleep. Into the pin to retain. But Brown makes the save at the count of 1. Big shot there from Virtue, perhaps his last big shot. What could the champs have left at this point here? Tag to Tiger Brown, drenched in sweat, dried blood. Everything being left in that ring. Colt's back up. Can't make the tag though. As Tiger Brown looks to deliver that kill shot, but Virtue with eyes in the back of his head, able to see it coming. Meteora. Virtue going for Colt. Tag is made. In comes Mr. No Days Off. A bone to pick against Pure Excellence. A score to settle here. Big shot to the chest. Combo finishing with a Hangman's Neckbreaker. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, but effective as Brown quickly crawls to the corner, picking himself up barely, but does so. Knife edge chop waiting for him. Tiger Brown out of the corner as that clothesline again. He'll try to make it to the corner. Tag. It's a Kendrick. Colt looks tough, guys. Russell. No remorse. Military press counter. Roll up. The steal. The steal. The steal. 1, 2. What a reversal. 1, 2. Reversed again. 1, 2. Reversed again. 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Colt's back up face to face. Drop kick gets evaded though. Rolls through this Colt. Big forearm from Russell. What a match. Tag to Tiger Brown. We're at the finish line. Can Pure Excellence win the night? Oh, but a punch to the back of the head by Virtue. Colt get back to his feet. He's not quick enough though. Belly to belly. Nope. Colt still alive. Elbow to the top of the head. Gives Colt his chance to make it to the top rope. Quite a distance, but Colt's going to make it. Double axe handle to the back of the head. And now Colt Waiting for Brown to get to his feet. Springboard European uppercut. Jacks that man's jaw. To the top. Phoenix splash. To retain. 1, 2. Oh, Kendrick Russell, the villain, but he's going to pay for it. 330 slam to Kendrick Russell. But he's not the legal man. Tiger Brown is. Irish whip, no, reversed. Into the corner. Tiger, big kick. Goes for Virtue as well, gets guillotined. Chaos here in the main event. With the World Tag Team titles on the line, bodies everywhere. Tiger Brown and Troy Colt are legal. Brown's back up and he's not finished with Blake Virtue. Sunset flip powerbomb down onto the floor. That might take Virtue out for the rest of this match. As Brown with a lifting reverse DDT down onto the floor, guys. Kendrick Russell just getting back to his feet after getting taken out with that 330 slam. Colt gonna throw Brown down onto the floor. Remember the champion's advantage. Pure Excellence cannot let this match end by countout or DQ. They will not be leading with the tag team titles. It's got to be by pin or submission. Have until 20 to get back into the ring. And the time limit as well, guys, coming into effect. Just over 6 minutes remain. And if this match ends via a time limit draw, the champions retain. Virtue with that super kick now up onto the apron. Springboard moonsault takes out Brown at ringside. Into the jaw. Colt's got to get him back into the ring here. He doesn't have to. Tiger Brown has to get Colt back into the ring, and he does. But Virtue with the distraction and the attack. Backstabber resets the count, destroy Colt. Remember, he's the legal man here for the champions. As Tiger Brown, the legal man for Pure Excellence, the challengers. Finally back into the ring. Troy Colt stomped to the ankle. Shoved back though as Tiger Brown gets to his feet. Irish whip reverse. Brown into the corner. European uppercut. Up to Brett Rope. European uppercut to the back of the head. And Colt trying to rally these fans. Tag made to Kendrick Russell. Colt fights him back. Irish whip and reverse. And there's more of those clotheslines. Repeatedly. Follow up with that back suplex. Tiger Brown's down right now. Oh, there's that hook kick. New champions inbound. But Virtue making sure that's not the case. Breaks up the pin, not even a 1 count. But Russell stays focused, looking for the razor's edge again. Jawbreaker by Cole and a flying form smash. The tag to Virtue. As Virtue looks to make that kill shot. Trying for the tag, but Russell reverses. Scooped up and walked into the corner. Chucked out into the middle of the ring, guys. Tiger Brown is still down at ringside. Could be incapacitated for the remainder of this main event championship match, which means that it's all on Kendrick Russell. Jumping complete shot connects. But Troy Colt's there to make the save. Not even giving him the 1 count. Russell, though, knows he's got to stay focused here so late in this championship match. Just 4 minutes remain before this one goes to a time limit draw. Neither team backing down, though. Neither team giving in. What a battle. From Brett Rope, though. Russell, oh, just like a missile. But the hot tag there to Troy Colt. Mr. No Days Off. Irish whip and reverse. Big punch to the gut, counter with the knee. Hook to the jaw, no, blocked by Russell. Back and forth in between these two. Now a military press, what power again. trying to take a shot at Blake Virtue too, but Virtue's quick enough to get out of the apron to avoid it. Russell with what's got to be fumes, if he's lucky enough, running on fumes here at this point. What a night for Pure Excellence. Kicks to the gut and a short on clothesline. 3 minutes remain for Pure Excellence to seal the deal. Only 3 minutes for Kendrick Russell to find a way. Cracking that leg of Troy Colt, just giving him all he could handle and then some. Trying to put a lid on the boy. Easier said than done. Electric chair, and Colt gonna drop down to ringside where Tiger Brown is still incapacitated. At this point, I don't know how Kendrick Russell also can even stand on his own 2 legs. The clock continuing to count down as Troy Colt finds himself in a bad position here at ringside. Russell's got to get Colt back into the ring. They got to do it by pin. They got to do it by submission. They got to do it. To the top goes Russell. Tiger Brown knows back in it. Brown has come back to life. Oh, it gets taken out by his own tag team partner. Obviously, an accident there. But nonetheless, with just over a minute remaining, Tiger Brown with a big knee to Troy Colt. Pendulum backbreaker. Over a minute for Pure Excellence to win the World Tag Team titles here in Tokyo, Japan. Tiger Brown back to his feet, but I don't know what's happening. Count of 5, they have until 20. Less than a minute left. Finally back in the ring. Troy Colt. Light him up. Let the 4th of July. Spinning soul kick counter by Russell. Irish whip now, but reversed. Tiger got to get out of the ring. Reversal by Colt just sends Russell flying. Under 30 seconds. Troy Colt with the super kick. 1, 2, what? Russell pulled to his feet. 10 seconds remain. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a stalemate here as Tiger Brown is tagged in, but the time limit expires. And that means that the Dream Team will retain the World Tag Team titles here tonight. A standstill, so evenly matched. I mean, that was nothing short of a war in our main event. Neither team would back down, despite hordes being thrown at them. I mean, there's no doubt about it that we need to pencil in a rematch, as this one ends in a time limit draw. But at least here in Tokyo, Japan, the Dream Team, they do retain the World Tag Team titles. But you can be damn sure that the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup winners, Pure Excellence, are going to be back for some more. But for tonight, my friends, remember, we still have a whole nother night hosting the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. But for now, we're going to close things on that banger. And as always, I thank you guys for joining me. What an event, what a night it was. Some truly incredible tag team wrestling, across the board. And congratulations again to Pure Excellence for winning the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. But congratulations to the Dream Team for retaining the World Tag Team title.